Hey guys, today we'll be talking about Ionic 5 directives, how you can use them in your project, and what are the benefits of having a directives in your project. So over here, I have my application open in an Android simulator. You can see there's not much in it. It's just a simple input box which takes the phone number of a user and reformats it in a US based phone number. So it's quite simple, it's quite easy, and I'll be showing you how you can do that in a quite large environment and project where you have multiple modules and you have shared modules. That's it. Let's get started with a new project. So here we are in the Ionic documentations. The instructions were quite simple. You just have to copy and paste them in your directory and things will be Ionic project will be downloaded in that directory. Let me show you in over here. Just follow my instruction in this screen. You can type these commands in whatever directory you want. You don't have to go to this directory exactly. So just wait for a while. It will be downloaded depending on your internet connections. Just give it a second and things will be up and running in no time. Well, let me get back to you once it gets downloaded. Thank you. Now that the project has been downloaded in our directory, let's just clear the thing over here in the console, and Ionic serves your project. Just run the project and let's see the homepage. And while we are actually running the project, open the project in your favorite ID. It could be VS Code, it could be Sublime Text. Choose whatever you like. No judgment, man. So the project is in dark theme. I'm completely fine with the dark theme, but let's just convert it into a light theme for the purpose of this tutorial. Let me just search it in a variable.ts. Yeah, here is it. Let's just convert it, and now we are good to go. Nice. So over here we're moving into the home. Yeah, let me just find the home component and remove the unnecessary things that we don't need for the project. Yeah, let's just go to the HTML file and remove those things that we don't need. Yeah, I don't need these things. I also don't need the header and the header design. Also, let me fix the header. Actually, it should be directive rather than anything else. And let me copy paste the HTML that we need to work with it. I guess that will be fine. Let's just check it in the browser. Yeah, everything is looking good. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Yeah, let's put the input type. Well, input type should be tell. I have made a mistake, so yeah, my bad. So let's open up the terminal and create a shared module for this directive. Obviously, you can use this directive by putting it right away in the app module, but I wanted to go in this direction so that you can able to add more directives and be able to use it in a shared component based, not like throughout the whole app. If you don't need the directive in one of the modules, then you don't need to import that thing. So I think that's a better approach. So let's create up the directive in that shared module. As you can see, just follow the thing. Yeah, it should be created in a moment. Yep. As you can see, the directive has been created. Everything looks nice and clean. So yeah, let's move. So let's input our index file in this directives folder. Hypothetically speaking, suppose we have like 10 or 15 directives in the shared module, and we don't want to import all those directives individually. That's kind of like cumbersome. So let's just import all those directives in a single folder, a single file in this index file. I mean, I'm just showing you all these things, and all you have to do, you have to import this shared directives in the module that you want to use later. Like it's just a simple thing. I'll be showing you all the things over here. It's quite pretty easy. I know for people who are looking into this for the first time, it might look quite mind-boggling, quite overwhelming, but trust me, it's not. I mean, once you start working on a very or contributing in a very large project, trust me, it helps a lot in structuring the project. So as you can see, I'm importing that shared directives in my shared module. Obviously I'll have to export that thing also, so that whenever any module import this shared module, we'll be able to use all the directives that's in the directives folder. Yeah, it's quite easy. Just go through it one more time. Trust me, it's quite easy. So now that's been done, let's just go into our directive and console log something in the constructor just to make sure that our directives is working properly whenever we are using this directive in our HTML. So let's just put something random over here, like it could be anything. Yeah, working on it. Yeah, I guess that's better. And now let's go into the home modules and import that home module.ts, yes, and import that shared module over here. Things should be quite smooth from here on. And let's get back to our directive and need to copy and paste that selector that we want to put it in our HTML. Yes, let's just copy it and go to the HTML file. No, not here actually. Yes, over here. That's it. We're done. Now let's just run Ionic serve in our terminal and test it in our browser just to make sure it's been console logged properly or not. Yes, as you can see, working on it has been in the Chrome browser. That's it. Let's just move on and start doing the next thing that we wanted to do. So let's add host listener over here. Host listener is an Angular decorator method that is used for listening to DOM events on the host element of both component and attribute directives. We will be using the ion change method because we want to detect the changes in our input element. We also need to import ion input. Let's just import it over here because we will be using it quite heavily over here. Yeah, let's just import it and let's just console log the values that we are getting from the HTML. Yep, let's just do that and let's get back to the browser and let's see if everything's working properly or not. Yeah, it should be. Yep, things are looking good. So to ramp up the process, let's add our own methods. I'll be ramping up the video a little bit because like these are the things that you actually don't need to if you don't want your directives to do exactly the same thing. I'll be adding my own custom methods, my own regex to modify the strings that we're getting from the HTML. Yeah, let's just do that and let's add the return type also. Yep, let's replace the all the values except the numbers. And yep, let's return these things and test it in the browser. Things should be looking good. Which is great. Let me copy paste some of my own custom methods. I don't need this method over here. Yeah, you actually don't need to do those things if you don't want your directive to format the phone number in exactly the same way that I've been doing over here. Let's just test those things. Yep, it's been working properly. So if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, share your experience in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.